Hey guys, welcome to day 10 of Vlogmas. Today we're taking a look at the TerRon Open that's at Lake Fenwick or Camp Fenwick Park in Kent, Washington. This is going to be another one in my Journey to Am World series. I just came off of a event in Lewiston, Washington, which I can't remember the name of at the moment. It'll be on the screen, where I was tied coming into the last like 4 holes for first, took a bogey, dropped back a stroke, and then on the final hole had to get an ace to tie for first, end up taking a par instead, and I think that dropped me to 3rd or 4th. But overall, a very tight at the top tournament where the entire lead card was really going after it. Congratulations to Kieran Hampson pulling off the victory in a playoff. He played great. Shout out to him. He's actually your 2022 junior doubles world champion, so super fun to play with him. Anywho, this is the very next tournament. From that previous tournament, I got to 1975 out of 2,000 AM points, so I don't have much to go for this tournament. This has been a long month of travel. I went expect the unexpected, Lewiston, Kent, Washington, back-to-back weekends where every Friday after work, I'm driving to a new town, playing a tournament that weekend, and getting back to work Monday, so definitely a grind. But this is my last one, or it should be, as long as I can beat like 4 people. It's a B tier, so 4 people is 30 points, which is enough points. So I only have to beat 4 people out of a field of, I believe, 23, maybe 20. Graphic. Anywho, check it out, and we'll be moving on to something else after this one, because this will be my final video in Journey to Am Worlds. Welcome to my coverage of the 2022 TerRon Open. In this round, you'll see my round 1. I'm going into this event in Kent, Washington, Lake Fenwick Disc Golf Course. I'm going into this round with this being the last event of my 2022 amateur season. I only need 25 points, need to stay out of the bottom 4. So here we go with hole 1. Hole 1, 205 feet, straight putter shot. You got a little bit of OB deep, a little bit of OB right, and I'm throwing my NV nice and straight and catch the last blocker, which is this big stump that's sticking out of the ground. However, I knew that that was a risk, and I still felt like this was a 25-foot putt. I could start my round off right. And through the chains. Don't feel bad about that putt. Need to put it on the pole, but on to hole 3, on to hole 2, try and get going. So hole 2, uphill. This one I'm going up to a fairway driver. You have to stay away from the right side. It's OB. And once again, catching kind of the last blocker to prevent me from an easy birdie. Still sitting here at about 45 thinking, I can make this. And I was dead center, put it on the pole, corrected from the first putt. But now I'm sitting here thinking, okay, we're trying to go 2 down through 2. Let's not make it 1 up through 2. A little bit of hesitation there, but we got the par. We're doing good. Hole 3, 225 feet, playing back down the pathway which just came up, and the OB line flip-flops, so now the right side fairway is all OB, and you're trying to keep it left side. This one is a super steep hill. I'm throwing it exactly where I'm trying to. Using a Toro, something that's going to sit, and this one I had to lay it up for the par. I didn't want to take, I could just see a 1 over, double bogey, triple bogey coming if I rolled down the hill to that OB. Hole 4, really short uphill shot. Don't want to roll away. You only have about 20 feet on each side of the basket, so I'm throwing that same Toro and was able to execute this shot. Get that birdie, get going. All right, here we are, hole 5, 258 feet. Whole bunch of trees in the way. You're trying to either throw a straight shot through the center gap, or I'm throwing a hyzer with my NV here. This is the shape I'm looking for. And I did catch, once again, the last blocker, but hey, the last blocker is right next to the basket. So we actually spent some time looking for this, but I was able to find my disc wedged in this hollowed out tree. Get back-to-back birdies. Stretch out for it. Alright, hole 6. Got a couple birdies, feeling good. Now we got an island. This is like a circle 1 island with a Mando. You have to make that gap. So I'm throwing that same envy I've been throwing all day and left it inside.
Yeah.
So here I am going to about a 45-foot drop zone, trying to stay away from the bogey. Didn't quite have the commitment. Left it a little short, but made the comebacker. Hole 7, just shy of 300 feet. Reaching for that fairway driver again, going volt. You're just trying to make this gap and crash into the hillside on the left. And I didn't quite make the gap. So 100, 120 in, standstill putter, and I caught a blocker. Needed to get that up. So here I am, 60 feet for 2 in a row, 2 bogeys in a row, and left it short. So immediately erased those 2 birdies, but that's okay. Got to keep it going. Got to get those comeback stats. This one, just shy of 300 feet actually, is what I ranged it at. So I'm throwing a hex. You want to keep it away from that right side. All of those trees on the right side are OB. And they'll grab your disc. I caught one, but was able to push all the way and get into Birdie Town. Alright, hole 9. You're throwing over this ravine. You got a lot of stuff on both the left and right side and a ceiling. So I'm going forehand Thunderbird, trying to keep it low. Almost executed, but I caught those last branches. Otherwise I would have been home free. So here I am. 60, 70 uphill, trying to give it a bid. Left it a little right, and easy par. Alright, so 1 down through the front. I was hoping at the beginning of this round to get 5 or 6, so I got a lot of work on the back if I want to make up for my front, but it really is staying clean, staying away from those bogeys. So here we are at hole 10. Hole 10 is another gap shot. We're getting away from the OB portion of the course, so you have to navigate this tunnel of trees. I'm going forehand hex, and you can't really see it, but I took kind of a nasty tree kick. We almost got a full 3-minute lost disc penalty, but found it at the very end up in that tree. So here I got a zone approach, and I almost throw it in. The basket's right behind that tree. Tapping a par. Alright, here we are, hole 11. This actually has one of the more wide open greens, but you can get into a lot of trouble early left, so I'm trying to throw something stable, throw it hard. So I'm going for that germ bird again. And right over, right behind, very close to the basket, very close to an ace. Love those tap-in birdies. Alright, hole 12. You can actually see there's an artificial pole on the right side. This is the famous pole hole. There used to be a tree. The tree came down. They're like, this is too easy. Let's put up a big metal pole. So you can see him coming inside of that pole. Right shape, but actually left a little short. I'm trying to run it, trying to get some birdies going. Got a little roll away. Here I am, edge of circle long. But we collect the par. We're feeling good. You can't run it unless you're going to be confident in the comebacker. All right, another tunnel shot. This one's going back down the hill. The right side OB is a dried up pond, so it'd actually be pretty hard to find it right now. But I'm going that envy. Turn it over a little bit too much, but I get a fortunate tree kick. And here we go with another birdie. All right, hole 14, 241 feet. This is a big forehand or a big turnover. You're playing through a gap in the trees to a protected green. It's a hill. It's a hill of trees that the green's on, and here I am commenting on how slanted the tee pad is. It was really quite crooked. Made the gap, and you go and see.
I think that's a little right, I think.
A little right, I say. And it looks like I am. Got a window, got a low ceiling putt. Couldn't quite get it up with the low ceiling. Got another roll away, another 20-foot tester for par. But I'm able to collect. So we had some putts I ran that I was able to save the par, despite not making the circle 2 or edge of circle look. So feeling good there. Hole 15, this one's just another tunnel. You got double mandos. I navigate the double mandos. And the last thing in the way, here I am from 80, probably, uphill, good bid. That was one of my easier pars of the day. All right, 16, you got parking lot long, you got the left side road that's OB, you got a lot of stuff in the way, there's some high lines. So yeah, you can see just how thick it is. The basket is up to the right there. Throwing a flip-up destroyer. And I think it was too much disc. I got a lot of movement out of it. I think I would have been pin high with the forehand at 360. But a lot of work left to do. Actually had a really tricky tunnel upshot, but I left it a little short again. Some more work. The basket's on the left here. And parking lot's super close behind it. So I kind of gave it a conservative bid, drew metal, but you can see how close that parking lot comes up. There's a bogey on the back. Would love not to take that, but that's okay. All right, 17, you got a double mando right off the bat, and then a mando to stay left. You're trying to have your disc go straight, and then finish to the left. And there's the straight, and finish to the left, and I caught this tree here. I think that's the theme of the round, catch the last blocker. Tried to give it a circle 2 bid, was able to make another 20-foot comebacker. All right, 18, very picturesque hole. You can see it just dead ahead. You have to navigate a bush on the left and a bush on the right, but that's about it. So that same envy I've been throwing all day, get it nice and straight. Someone's calling go in on some other basket. That was not mine, but here we are, 25-footer to end on a birdie. No problem. All right, finished 3 down. I was hoping for a little better, but hey, I really like the course. It was my second time playing it, a lot of fun lines, and I was able to do well. The second round, they moved the pin positions back, made everything probably 4 or 5 strokes harder, the rating said. So I shot 2 down on the back. At the end of that first round, I was in 7th place. At the end of the second round, which was the final round, I moved up to 5th. I was, I think, 3 strokes off the lead. So overall, not a bad tournament. There's something to be said about just being able to go, take a practice round, a couple tournament rounds, and really enjoy a really cool picturesque course. I was able to qualify for AM Worlds with the points I got, so all in all, a really cool and fun experience, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching day 10 of Vlogmas. I was able to pull off all of the AM points I needed. I think I finished top 5 from chase card, maybe top 4. Everyone above me played really well on their home course. Shout out to all those guys who played well above their rating, really had a great round, showed me how to play the course, so a lot of fun. And now that this tournament is over and I've qualified for AM Worlds in 2023, I'm going to be moving on to playing all of my future events in MPO and declining cash to keep my amateur status, but playing against the tougher competition in MPO so that I can keep growing, keep learning, and keep pushing myself to be the best player I can be. All right, if you like the video, hit that like button. If you want to see more of my content, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to know when my stuff comes out, hit the bell to be notified. If you don't, that's all good. All right, see you in the next one.